Hey there, all YouTubers. I'm going to do one of my new Little People Big Dreams books. Charles Dickens, a famous author. Oh, and please excuse the noise in the background. That's the fan. Without further ado, let's begin. Little Charles was the second child of the Dickens family. He was born in England, right at a time when there were no such things as movies. He made up his own adventures, playing at a nearby castle with his older sister Fanny. Charles was lucky to attend school, something many children didn't have the chance to do at the time. Soon he was devouring books as if they were sweets. Hungry for more, he started observing people and made up stories about them. But there was a twist in his own tale the day his father was sent to prison because of his debts. Charles was forced to leave school and work in a factory, labelling pots for 10 hours every day, even on weekends. That's a long time. But he found his way out of the factory by working at a law firm as a junior clerk. Maybe it wasn't the most exciting job ever, but Charles never missed a chance to make everybody laugh. He had a gift for performing mime and a passion for theatre. He had even had an audition at the Royal Opera House. Charles spent days memorising an entire monologue from his favourite actor. He was ready to prove his talent when he caught a terrible cold and missed his chance. But instead of complaining, Charles decided to try his luck as a writer, and he reported for 2 newspapers. Still, he much preferred making up stories inspired by ordinary people he met on the streets. And his readers loved them too. Charles's first work of fiction, The Pickwick Papers, told the adventures of the eccentric members of a gentleman's club. It became a success overnight, and everyone wanted to meet Mr. Pickwick and his friends. He was a pioneer. In fact, Charles released his work serially. Instead of publishing a whole book at once, it was published chapter by chapter. This made his stories affordable for everyone. In America, people waited for their copies at the harbour, eager to know what happened next. Aware of the power of a good tale, Charles used his next story to give poor children a voice. It was about an orphan called Oliver Twist, who was living on the streets. Even the Queen was touched by his story. And it was a cold December when Charles finished writing a story about Mr. Scrooge, a man with a frosty heart that no warmth could melt. One Christmas Eve, Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts that make him change his mind. The story became an instant classic. It encouraged people to keep the Christmas spirit alive all year long, which Charles did too. When he was asked to give a reading to raise money for a hospital, he didn't think twice. His work inspired hundreds of films and plays, staged in huge opera houses and tiny school theatres. Every year, kids around the globe dressed like the ghosts, Tiny Tim, or Mr. Scrooge, to play in Charles' A Christmas Carol. Clever. And by encouraging readers to open their hearts to those who struggle, Little Charles became one of the world's most beloved authors, uniting entire generations of readers who believe that every day can be Christmas if we want it to be. Isn't that brilliant? Wasn't that brilliant?